Hi, my name is Diana, and so for this project, I decided to choose my grandma as my choice of ancestor just because she was the only one who is physically able to give me accurate and formal information regarding our Salvadorian history. She's the only one who is actually open to it, so my project is on my grandma, Nieves Sagastume, who does not have the same last name as my grandpa, so I consider her a woman of power who strayed away from typical gender roles of women taking their husbands' last names. First and foremost, we have this Salvadorian dish commonly known as pan con pollo, which is a traditional dish that my grandma used to feed a lot to both my mom and uncle, considering the mere fact back then they didn't really have much. So my grandma had to use the resources that she had to make this simple yet comforting dish. To specify, pan con pollo is like a loaf of bread filled with chicken and a variety of veggies, and honestly, it's really good. In addition, this is me demonstrating some bags that my grandma brought for me and my older sister from El Salvador, just because this is a prime example of my heritage, since my grandma to this day, she still works at the mercados, which is like, I think, markets here in the US, or like flea markets, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically how she was able to provide and support for her kids, which would consist of my mom, my aunt, and my uncle when they were kids. These bags are sometimes knitted, and like this bag, on occasion, they're leather as well, which most of them are handmade. My grandma makes her merchandise handmade just because it's better quality back then and to this day. These bags are purchased just because my grandma loves to support small businesses. Woohoo, slay for that. But anyways, yeah, the details on these purses is just something I'm very proud of because you can't really find items and quality like this in the USA. It's just overall better. Before I show the last items, I wanted to do a bit of a backstory on them, which is why I decided to choose both these items, just because in a sense I felt they connected me with my grandma, and not just me with my grandma, but my heritage, and basically like Latinos and Latinas in general also have this, which is why I felt I should save the best for last. And it's just something that I'm really proud of, honestly, and yeah. So, lastly, I will be talking about this Virgencita statue. My grandmother gave this to me, which is very valuable to me and is something I hold very dearly because she entrusted me with this statue, which is something really big for me. Next up is this necklace. This is a necklace that I wear every single day and hurt me so much to take off. But this is basically a way of me being connected to my heritage and my grandmother and basically just my family, because in a sense it protects me and protects those who I love, and it's basically a way of having a sense of hope with me all the time when I need it, especially for like little things like praying that I do good on a test, or just praying for someone's safety in general. Another thing, thank you so much to those who have listened, and I greatly appreciate it.